What's your great character today?
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Great Character Podcast with me, Lewis Sweeney, Harry Bamforth, Matt Wiley, and Nathan Edwards. We're back after a little break last week. The internationals were on, obviously.
Didn't get called up.
Not
I have my
too
boots
thrilling.
ready.
I mean, you would have done a better job. The games were grim, weren't they? Really?
Well, I didn't watch them. I didn't even bother.
I
I watched the San Marino one and the Albania a bit. And I didn't watch the Poland.
I watched a bit of a Poland game, but I was playing five-a-side, which was probably worse. Actually, I don't think we won. No, I know we didn't win.
Are
Actually,
you the Jesse Lingard of your five-side team?
I wish. That further spin.
Right, carry on, Lewis. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I can't say I'm a fan of 2-goal thrillers against Poland, so no, I didn't watch it as well. But the Prem was back, which was good for some of us. A little half and half split. Harry, Liverpool bounced back with a 3-0 win over Arsenal.
Yeah.
Did it sell you dreams, though?
It sold me dreams.
Yeah.
It was one of the best watching of the games I've had in recent times as a Liverpool fan. Can't get that wrong. Had the fire on, had a few bevs. Oh, that sounds so cringy. I didn't mean it like that. I had a few drinks. And had marshmallows as well, like a kid. And just watched the footy and Liverpool played really well. But now, maybe looking back, it was just how bad Arsenal were. I think Gary Neville showed us afterwards that Arsenal didn't press us, whereas Real Madrid pressed us mad in midweek. So from one end of the spectrum, it was brilliant to be back in the Premier League and doing well. But the other end is just, it was frustrating that it might have sold us a bit of a dream to then struggle against Real Madrid.
Yeah, the pundits gave Arsenal a bit of the grilling, didn't they? I don't suppose you saw that video of Callum Chambers telling Pepe to press and he wouldn't do it.
But it is that it feels like Arsenal, that one game alone felt like we were back in time 3 years and they were grilling Arsene Wenger's side. That's what it felt like in the studio, because they've actually been bigging up Mikel Arteta and like Arsenal.
I genuinely think he's worse than Emery, which is mad. I think he's all right.
I think it's the players. I genuinely don't think Arteta's that bad. I think
he had a better team than Emery, though.
Does he, though?
He does, yeah.
When you got Saka and Smith Rowe in, and they're doing that, they look good.
Party.
I do have to say that with Partey and Gabriel, his team's got better and Saka's.
Is Gabriel that good? Right, I feel like he's overrated.
He was good at the start, but now he's a bit of a.
Look how he played.
He did have coronavirus. He did have coronavirus, which I will.
I put him in my team of the season, remember, which was a bit of a weird call.
So it's not.
Well, that was one thing. You just said he had coronavirus, and I do actually have a topic. I spoke about it in my own YouTube video a bit, but with Mane, he had coronavirus earlier on in the season, and since then he hasn't been the same player. Like, he just hasn't since he had coronavirus. Do you think?
Yeah.
That he's had long COVID and it's affected him?
Probably, yeah. It's like Havertz had it. Can't say he was great before it, but he had it and he got worse somehow. Gabriel was very good and then he got worse, and then St. Maximin, he's not been great.
Yeah, so maybe Mane has actually had that, but it has been quite a long time, so surely he'd be sort of getting better now.
Maybe, I just think he's lost confidence as well. Like, there's no confidence in him.
No, yeah, but Liverpool did sell me dreams. You were right, Lewis. They sell me good dreams, and Diogo Jota, what a player.
He showed Mane levels. Matt, did you watch the game? How good was Jota?
Jota, brilliant. Yeah. No. Now I have to compare. I didn't actually watch the Arsenal game.
That's why we won. That is why we won.
Yeah, there you go. I'll just stop.
Matt didn't watch it.
Yeah, so I went straight into the Real Madrid game of losing 3-1. Yeah.
Can you not watch next week?
Yeah, happily.
Just watch the highlights, and you'll be fine.
Well, yeah,
I'll have to address that, won't we?
We'll have to address that a bit later on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I realised something, by the way. I know we have a few Wolves. You might like this. You might like this, actually, Lewis. I've been to see Wolves play twice, and I've been to see Hull City play 3 times. And every single time I've been to see those teams that play in orange, they've won. That's 5 games. They've won. They were all in separate seasons, and they've been relegated every single one of them. Wolves and Hull City, 5 on the bounce. They've been relegated in every single
And
one.
you watched Liverpool play Cardiff. They didn't win, but they got relegated.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. It's
Honestly, really broke the
mate.
curse for you.
I hope the curse doesn't apply to wearing orange as well. Is that your, I'm looking at your sleeves, mate. Is that orange on your sleeves?
Well, we don't want to. No.
If anybody doesn't know, Matt now works at Nottinghamshire Cricket Club, County Cricket Club, and that's the background. He's got Trent Bridge behind him.
Got Trent Bridge behind.
Because unless everybody wants to see a Premier Inn hotel.
Yeah, which you really don't.
Not a fancy one, to be fair.
It's a lot more beautiful than that cricket ground.
He's one of the most beautiful cricket grounds in the country. Headingley's
Describe a
better.
cricket ground as beautiful.
Headingley's better.
Headingley's much better.
Old Trafford.
Headingley's a sight for sore eyes.
I'm telling you, Old Trafford is the nicest. Not the football ground.
Yeah, I was going to say, we ain't talking United. No.
Oh, Matt's got a floating chair there. I don't know. None of us can see you, so you just vanished off the screen, and all we can see is
Nathan, let me please ask you how your Premier League return was this weekend.
I just don't understand. I can't even say anything really. Like, what can you say really? Like, flipping Big Sam is sitting at Stamford Bridge with his feet up, 5-2 up, whatever it was.
That was one of the funniest things. I don't like Big Sam, and I struggle. I don't like West Brom that much. But seeing him with his feet up, arms folded on the chair when he
was just loving it.
It was slapping you. It was
funny.
A beautiful sight. It was
funny.
Sight.
But you won. Career's been ended. Yeah, I can't really complain. It's just kind of a fluke result, really, wasn't it? So,
do you think it was a fluke?
Yeah, I think it was it was just one of those results where it's just like you just can't take too much from it. When Callum Robinson turns into Pele, so
every time he plays you, Callum Robinson's a hero. He is.
Yeah.
I saw it before the game, and I was like, "Sugar, I should put money on him." And he went and did he bag a brace?
Yeah, all his goals are sick as well. Like he can't hit a barn door when he's not playing against Chelsea, but when it's Chelsea, someone needs to drug test him.
I mean, Thiago Silva though, what was he doing?
Oh yeah, he doesn't like West Brom either.
Yeah. But no, like it's funny though. Chelsea at the weekend, really poor result. Liverpool at the weekend, really great result. Complete.
Yeah, but West Brom are better than Arsenal, so
complete contrast in midweek.
Oh, I was gonna, make that exact same segue. We'll talk about the Champions League. First of all, congratulations to Timo. His West Brom side won. Big up John Simpson.
Big up John Simpson. Man. The Holy Grail. He's the Holy Grail of lecturers. Right. I would say I'd put a picture on, but would that be a bit weird?
What about the smoking nightclub owner?
Your lookalike.
My lookalike, apparently, yeah.
That Brinley Sadler. Another hero.
King. But now, as you said, Harry, contrasting performance the midweek. Obviously, we've just had the first leg of the Champions League quarters. Yeah, no, it was quarters.
Yeah.
On the topic of Chelsea, Nathan, do you think it was a bit of a kick up the arse for Tuchel? Don't be complacent. Get your head back in the game. Is that why you sort of got the good results in the end?
Well, I can't say I really watched it. It was quite a boring game.
Yeah.
I bet you most of us here, let's all be honest, did we watch the game really? Other than Nathan.
I had it in the background, but
other than Nathan.
The PSG game was sick.
But Matt, did you watch the PSG Bayern game?
I watched Bayern PSG, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, surely you didn't watch the other one. Because I think Sam Gollings did a tweet basically saying, even if you're a Chelsea fan watching not watching Bayern PSG, you're a clinical psychopath. Probably a bit too far, but I obviously was joking.
I think Lewis Bickley was watching the Chelsea Porto game. I saw him.
Yeah, because he loves Porto.
He loves the
manager.
He loves the manager. But the funny thing is, isn't that the same manager that Liverpool absolutely tonked Porto when he was still manager?
Yeah, probably.
No.
But now it looks nailed on for Chelsea.
I thought Chelsea weren't they weren't dominated. Like we were quite comfortable. They never really threatened us, and we were clinical on the counter attack. So I thought it was a good performance.
Is it the sort of, is that Tuchel ball for you? Because I can't tell what Chelsea.
I think this season it is. Next season, I think we'll see a different style once he actually gets a pre-season.
In,
yeah, or just a pre-season. He's just trying to get us over the line.
Way, would you sell Timo Verna?
No, he's had 21 goal involvements.
Really?
What?
In all games, like assists and
hang on.
goals. He scored 10 goals, not in the Prem, but in all competitions, and 11 assists.
You got 10 goals?
Yeah, but he got 3 of them or something against Morecambe.
Morecambe.
Are you sick? Is Verna
going there next season, Harry, before a screen?
Well, hey, cat's not out the bag yet because it's not confirmed.
Oh yeah,
but he has secured the bag.
It's like
allegedly.
For all the vegans out there, I'll be on your side next season.
Good clue. But I think that's one of the most intriguing games we'll see from Tuchel in a while, because there was no real case study in England to see how he'd bounce back from a hammering, especially his first loss and to West Brom, and see how he'd come back against a good team. I mean, that was a high pressure game.
And with everything going on with the fighting between Kepa and Rudiger, and there's a lot to deal with just in the first game. It's only Chelsea that would happen at, but
he's looking excellent. I can't lie. I mean,
everything he says, it's just you can just tell he's so much better than Frank Lampard. But
do you think?
Well, yeah, of course he is.
But the massive improvement. Like sometimes you don't really see it, but with Tuchel, it's so much.
I mean, surely as a Chelsea fan, though, right? I do buy into the fact that Tuchel's a very good manager, and Chelsea are going to do very well under him. Just to make that clear. But have you not seen this all before? Have you not seen this cycle? How many
times we win trophies?
Being a Chelsea supporter, where somebody comes in, it looks amazing, you do really well for the first couple of seasons, and then the same thing will happen again. Do you not think that in 2.5 years' time, Tuchel will be gone, and we'll be sat here having the same conversations about a new manager?
Yeah, but that's just how Chelsea run. We win trophies. I don't care who's really in the manager seat, as long as Chelsea win. That's as a fan, that's all you really want.
Are you happy with that manager merry-go-round though? Because I still can't believe they got rid of Conte after a Premier League winning season, and in the season, a Premier League winning season. And in that season, he was sacked. Didn't he win an FA Cup and get you?
Yeah, he won the FA.
He didn't get Champions League.
Didn't get Champions League.
He didn't get Champions League.
Though.
Yeah.
It's
but that was the behind the scenes. It's always. I think that was the problem.
There's always behind the scenes at Chelsea because of the problems the owner causes and the ball.
Yeah.
I can't really hate the owner though, can I? Without the owner, we wouldn't be in this situation. Getting Tuchel as manager.
Yeah. Fascinating.
I can't get behind the model. I mean, they tried to do a long-term project with literally one of their own, and then they
got rid of him after 18 months.
Yeah, it's unfair, but Chelsea, just they don't.
But as a fan, though, do you not wish, in a way, but maybe I'm speaking as a Liverpool fan here, but we have Klopp. Would you not like to see Tuchel become that type of figure? But
it's not like Chelsea needed refixing. They do still win stuff.
Yeah,
Frank Lampard.
Is it just about the winning or the culture of a football club as well?
Did Chelsea have any culture though? Did Chelsea ever have culture?
Yeah, but you could get culture.
The culture is just winning. That's what Chelsea's culture is. It doesn't matter how
you enjoy that as a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but none of the other loyalty or the passionate. The fan base.
I'm still passionate. We're still passionate. It's not like
it's
Chelsea
not the same though.
Hate the club. How is it not the same? We still support the club. No matter the manager, we'll still support the club.
But what I'm talking about is the fact that we have as Liverpool fans that special bond with Klopp. We have that bond. Do you not wish that the fans had that bond with a
the only bond Chelsea didn't really have. The only bond manager didn't really have. What the players or the fans had with Chelsea was Sarri. Fans did not like Sarri, but with Conte, they liked Conte. They liked Frank Lampard. Obviously, I don't know about Tuchel.
You liked him, but did they ever? They never really cared. Did they? Like Conte, you say, you don't care whether a manager comes in or a manager comes out as long as you're winning things.
That's just what it is, though. At Chelsea, obviously, if it started happening,
not wish it was slightly different.
No, not really. It's just. Like, I don't. Yeah, no, no. That's my short answer.
No, do you know what? Fair play, I would say, because this time next year, I mean, if we look at Chelsea's form in the Premier League table since Tuchel's come in, I'm going to guess that they're second, maybe
Third, I think.
first. You know, if we have this conversation this time next year, you can say that system, that model.
That's the thing. Though. How do you know?
again.
Like, if
works for
Chelsea
you.
kept with Frank Lampard, we could have just been, and we just kept on keeping with him. Like, look at Arsenal. They kept on hoping their manager would be good, and they
He has won 2
had a massive
trophies, though.
Oh, Community Shield doesn't count, does it?
Yeah, it only doesn't count because they beat us, and we always lose the Community Shield.
Although, if you look at their route to the FA Cup final, it weren't no easy route. They had to beat City as well. You know, Guardiola City.
I want to say something. Last time Chelsea faced Pep Guardiola in a semi-final was in 2012. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Well, no, they weren't. That wasn't Pep Guardiola's side.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. It was Tito Villanova's.
Or 2012.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, that's football before my time.
I'm pretty sure it was Tito Villanova's side because I'm pretty sure Guardiola had left at that point.
No, he left in 2013, I think.
No, he joined Bayern in 2013, but he didn't after they won the Champions League.
But he left in 2012.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, when did Tito Villanova play? When was Tito Villanova manager?
No clue.
Right, I'm checking this. Pep Guardiola, Nathan, I'm sorry, he was manager when that happened.
Apology not accepted.
I don't know why. It was his sabbatical was the year after. But I'm trying to think, when was Tito Villanova manager?
2012. He replaced him as soon as.
But what about that Martini guy?
He was 2013-14, I think. No, he was only there for a tiny bit.
And then, he was. It was 2013-14 because when Atletico won it. Because then Luis Enrique was 2014-15 with MSN, and that was the start of that. So I got my time frame wrong. I apologize, Nathan. You are the superior.
I know. I fully am aware.
I'm joking.
I know. I've not accepted your apology.
Well, staying on the topic of Liverpool and Liverpool fans taking L's, that's a good segue. Mr. Wiley, I'll ask you, right, what happened midweek? Then obviously Liverpool lost 3-1 to Real. I suppose what I want to ask you is the main question I want to ask you. Can you turn it around?
Yeah, of course we can.
Oh, no.
It's done.
No. Why do you say
that was my plan?
My predictions are always wrong, yeah? So if I just have to say the opposite to what I think is going to happen.
No, but it was the way you went, of course we can. That is
Liverpool. That's confident. I'm we're so confident that I'll be wrong.
You're confident?
No, I'm not confident. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Be honest now. No, be honest.
What I think is going to happen. I'm not at all confident, and I think we're going to lose. No, I think honestly.
Matt, be honest. Be honest. No, right. Stop the prediction thing. Be honest. Speak them out. Do you truly, highest confidence believe we will do it?
No.
I've just got to say one thing.
You're lying. I know you're lying.
That's what I said. I'm saying the complete opposite.
No, but the way you said, of course we can. That surely means that, of course we can. You didn't even bat an eyelid at that question. So there's not an element of doubt in you that we might not go through.
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I think that when I'm not at all confident, this is what I believe, right? I believe, personally, I am not at all confident, and I think we're going to lose. That's what I think is going to happen. So, given that my predictions have always been wrong thus far, I've said, yes, we are going to go through with high confidence because that's the opposite of what's actually going to happen.
Harry, are you saying the opposite?
I'm so confused right now.
Basically, Matt doesn't think.
Basically, I think we aren't going through.
We are, or we aren't?
We are not.
But that means you truly believe inside that we
Arsenal
are.
scored.
No, because I'm telling the truth now, because I've confused you.
I believe Matt. So
Right.
Matt, the Liverpool fan, says no. It sounds to me like you think differently, Harry.
What? Do I believe we can?
Do you think you can?
No, what I was saying was I thought Matt was double bluffing and saying that we would comfortably get through. The way he said, of course we can. So I'm not with this. It's really confusing because in a normal situation, in a normal season, with fans, with Anfield packed to the brim, I'd actually probably say yes. I think we could. And I think the fans would pull us along and we'd probably win. I'm not saying we're not going to win, but I can see Real Madrid scoring, and I can't see us scoring more than 3. So I just think, unfortunately, we probably will miss out because that first half just might have cost us the tie. But you can't say that yet because Liverpool have done special things on special nights, and we don't know how it's going to go. And we could go.
Yeah, that's with the fans, isn't it?
We could go through, but I just think without the fans, it's going to be a monumental.
I'm just saying, Eden Hazard's making a return to Anfield.
He won't start though.
No, he won't start.
He won't start.
Does
But
something sick at the weekend.
I just think that we've given ourselves a mountain to climb. Liverpool have done it before, so we can do it again. But I'm not confident we're gonna do it.
Can I ask? We spoke about it briefly off camera. Where did the confidence from Liverpool fans come from?
So I didn't have the same confidence as everybody else. I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, Sam Gollings tweeted me and something, and I said, no, Real Madrid can't be underestimated. But it wasn't, I don't actually think it was the Liverpool fans that were confident. I think it was the narrative built by other fans.
I wasn't confident in Liverpool. I was just not very confident in Real. Because they weren't that. They haven't been great in La Liga, but they have been very good against big teams.
And people after the weekend, I'm pretty sure football as a whole built a narrative that Real Madrid were poor and Liverpool looked back to their best. So that narrative just meant that it seemed like Liverpool fans were confident. Whereas I know I wasn't fully confident. I think I was in definitely a better spirit, thinking we could. I wasn't thinking I didn't expect what was going to happen would happen. So I did probably think we could win, and I was not confident because I always get nervous. It doesn't matter if we're playing Barnsley or we're playing MK Dons. I'll get nervous that Liverpool might not go through or might not win. So that's just me as a Liverpool fan. A lot of us are like that. But I definitely think that the whole narrative came from outside Liverpool fans because of Real Madrid's poor season, the 2 centre-backs not being there, the whole storyline of Liverpool could come back and for revenge from Kiev, Salah and all that. And I think people built that up and made it look like Liverpool would trounce Real Madrid, and we got taught a lesson. And we got brought back.
Eder Militao and Nacho Fernandez were absolute machines.
They were.
Militao was sick.
But they didn't, they were. But for the first half, they didn't actually have to do
that much luck at Madrid. He was incredible.
I think that was it as well. I think people were overestimating the importance of Sergio Ramos not being there. And they thought that Real Madrid would just capitulate.
It's because they have in the past.
Like, to be fair, Ramos
and Real Madrid's form, and like you said, Eder Militao has really struggled. Vinicius Jr. has been really poor.
Yeah. No, it's just his finishing. So against Liverpool, of course, he'd score 2.
So it's just that's the frustrating thing. It seems to happen against us, and I think
as a Chelsea fan,
but that midfield.
If
you give that midfield that time on the ball and Kroos that time on the ball, you're going to get punished. And playing a high line with the likes of Phillips and Kabak, I love them to bits, and I think Kabak and Phillips will be important for us down the line, and they're decent centre backs, but that was just a step too far. It was just, and the way that Real Madrid played, they worked us out very early, pressed really high, and then when unfortunately Naby and Wijnaldum don't seem to want to press the midfield, it's going to happen. And we saw Fabinho, he's been brilliant, and he's the reason we've started getting clean sheets and winning games. The protection, we've seen that difference. He wasn't on it that night, and it showed. And unfortunately, even though second half, I actually think we were pretty good, and we came out fighting. And although we conceded a silly third goal, we came out fighting. We got an away goal, and we showed a bit of fight. But ultimately, that first half and that arguably one of the worst performances under Jurgen Klopp killed us.
Yeah, I mean, you can't rely on one player, Fabinho, can you?
And Salah as well. He's just he's. I spoke to my some friends about it the other day. He's in a way he's not at Ronaldo's level, but he's kind of nurturing his game like Cristiano Ronaldo in a way that he seems to be in the right areas and he seems to finish. But you don't see Salah like a few years ago driving at players as much, getting around players, dribbling as much. He does stay out wide a lot of the time, but he seems to get in the right areas and get goals. He knows how to score, whereas he's changed in a way, and this season he's shown that his goals aren't always spectacular. He's not dribbling at defenders. He's not putting everyone on their bum apart from Gabriel. But I think we're seeing that he's turning into a finisher. And I think Matt Wiley might have failed his challenge.
I can phone buzzing, sorry. Yeah.
To be fair, Salah does not look like a good footballer. Like when you watch him, he looks so scrappy. Like when he kicks the ball.
That's why he doesn't get the credit he deserves. His numbers, his performances, and everything he does is insane. One of the best up there in all time in the Premier League. I'm not even people. Okay, here's your clickbait. Salah is top 10 Premier League attackers of all time. But he won't know. Yes, because look at the numbers producing. If he does this again and again
in the world
for league from the Premier League.
Oh, Prem, all right, yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
so top 10 attackers.
Oh, I still think it's too soon.
Why?
To say that.
So he's broken the record for most goals in a season. Since then, every season he has brilliant figures, right? This season again, during Liverpool being arguably some of the worst football the worst we've been in years, and he's still producing these numbers. And he's got 93 goals in 150 Premier League appearances, and half of the first 15 were with Chelsea, where he got 2 and did nothing. So I think he's so disrespected.
Do you think he's better than Hazard though in the Prem?
Huh?
You think he's better than Hazard when he was in the Prem?
Yes.
Oh my god.
If you're asking my opinion, I think maybe, I don't know. Hazard was unbelievable. They're very different players. Hazard was unreal, right? But Salah never had a season like Hazard did, scoring 3 goals, doing nothing. That season you had then was what we're having now.
Sick.
No, be honest, 2015-16 is kind of similar to Liverpool's season this season.
Yeah, but the reason we had that season was because Hazard was bad. Like
exactly.
The only reason Chelsea were ever in the okay in like past 5 years was because of Hazard. Like Hazard carried Chelsea.
Yeah, but Hazard had that drop in form, which Salah didn't.
Yeah, but that's just because Salah is just a goal scorer, really. Now that's all he is.
But
Hazard
he is brilliant. Yes, Hazard, right. And I'm not, maybe I don't really want to compare them that much. You asked me the question. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm going to say Salah. But Hannah Hazard is one of the, arguably, I think, I've watched Kevin De Bruyne, I've watched top players at Anfield, and I still think Hazard's the best player I've ever seen live. Because I've never seen Ronaldo or Messi. So I still would say Eden Hazard is the best footballer player I've ever seen live. So I'm not saying that. But...
Have you seen Mo Salah?
Huh?
I'm guessing you've seen Mo Salah, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, of course.
There we go. I've got my point.
But I think in the Premier League, Mo Salah's done better things. Put it this way, if Mo Salah has the same amount of seasons as Eden Hazard, he won't get the same respect, but he deserves respect. He deserves it.
Yeah, no, he does. He doesn't look like a footballer. He's not a good footballer, but he's just very good at football. It's weird. You know what I mean, though?
Probably because Salah's not the life and soul of the team, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like
He's
Hazard
less enjoyable
was for
to
Chelsea.
watch. He's less enjoyable to watch, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't make
understand.
Hazard a better football player because he's more enjoyable to watch.
No, that doesn't make him better. I think what Nathan's saying is that's why
he gets more respect.
That's why many people would argue that Salah doesn't quite scrape the surface of Hazard just yet.
Scrape the surface?
No, just yet. Yeah,
unbelievable.
That was worded wrong, but just yet.
I just think if Salah does this for another 2 or 3 seasons, he can't be ignored. He shouldn't be ignored now. He can't be ignored.
No. Do you know what? You're the point you put forward of him being top 10 attackers of all time. You can't discredit that.
No, I agree with that
at all. I don't think anyone's disrespecting Mo Salah. I think we all appreciate
a lot of people do. A lot of people do.
Definitely us. I don't think any of us forward.
You don't hold him as high regard. You put it this way, I feel like to a lot of people, Didier Drogba is held in higher regard than Mo Salah is. When he shouldn't be.
Nathan.
Nowhere near.
I'm not going to talk.
No, but it's true. People like that. People do hold players like Didier Drogba in high regard, where he averaged about 13 Premier League goals a season.
Do you know what? What I'm going to suggest we do is that we make this our sole topic for next week, and we bring a debate to the table. Top 10 Premier League attackers.
Why don't we just do it now? I mean,
we could just do it now, to be fair.
We're in the flow.
Go on then.
Well,
Go on, then.
I actually think a lot of people would struggle with this because I'd say maybe Salah is probably nearly in the top 5, but my number 1 is Thierry Henry. Like,
oh yeah, obviously,
he is magical. Yeah. And one thing I'll say about Salah, different players, right? Salah's got better numbers than him after 150 Premier League games. Just saying, but no one will ever really talk about that. Thierry Henry. Oh, the way he glided across a pitch was just unbelievable.
Almost like Lingard.
I think a lot of his disrespect has come from the fact of what he did in 2010, and I think he really went downhill from there. As soon as you do a handball like that and knock a country out of a tournament because of cheating, I think it may discredit him. But I think as a Premier League striker, winger, he floated around, didn't he? Really?
Well, he's the greatest Premier League player of all time.
Pardon?
He's the greatest Premier League player of all time. But I'm saying I wouldn't swap him for Drogba. Obviously, Drogba's a world.
Oh, no way.
Hear me out.
No way.
That's what I'm saying.
You wouldn't swap Thierry Henry for Drogba?
No. Thierry Henry wouldn't have done what Drogba did in the final with Bayern.
Yeah,
he won the Champions League without Drogba.
Okay, Drogba had his moments and he had his seasons where he was incredible, but I'm sorry. I understand why you'd say that, but
Harry, you said you wanted a hot take, and there's your title. I would not swap Drogba for Henry. I mean,
I guess it's a valid reason.
Oh my! How? What is it? Literally because of that, he won the Champions League. I understand that.
And like every final, and he bummed Arsenal every time I played him. So,
but Thierry Henry, the way he embarrassed defenders, the elegance of that footballer.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm saying he's still the best player in the Prem. It's not like I'm.
I think Alan Shearer though has to be second.
Yeah, Matt, throw us a few more names out. Make like a top 5. Who else goes in there?
Sergio Aguero.
Yeah, I was about to say that, yeah.
Yeah. We'll get on to him in a minute.
Aguero for me is the best, the most naturally gifted striker that I've seen. I mean, I remember bits of Henry, but when I was a bit younger. But yeah, Aguero, the best, the most instinctive striker, the best finisher of a football, and the most instinctive goal scorer. Is Harry Kane up there yet?
I think he should.
That's the thing, though. If Salah's there, Kane's got to be there.
Well, yeah, of
course.
No.
Do you know what's letting Kane down? Silverware.
Yeah, I just don't think you can hold that.
Yeah, but if you've got Alan Shearer,
like Gerrard, like if we're talking about Premier League, like Gerrard's never won a Premier League, but he's obviously.
Put it this way: if Kane stayed in the Premier League for another 6 seasons, he'd get to Alan Shearer's goal tally soon. But he won't. Yeah. I don't think he will because he won't stay at Tottenham, surely.
I never won a cup like that, did he?
I don't think he'll go abroad though. Kane.
I'm sure.
No, he'll go to Man United if he goes.
I think you're right. If we're putting Salah in there, Kane has to be in there because of what he's done.
Wayne Rooney, by the way.
Oh, Wayne Rooney.
I think top 4 is Rooney, Aguero, Shearer, and Thierry Henry.
I think right. If it wasn't for how short he was in the Premier League, he would definitely be in the top 5. But Luis Suarez,
yeah,
filthy, like horrible, like done some horrible things, biting people and amongst other things. But what a player! Okay, I have seen Luis Suarez live. I've seen Luis Suarez live. The only reason I said Eden Hazard earlier was that game he played, he embarrassed
the
team. We drew 1-1. It was when Salah did score that game. It was 17-18. I've seen Chelsea other times as well, but 17-18. And Willian chipped Mignolet to equalise with like 5 minutes to go at Anfield. It was like 1-1, 2017-18. But Hazard, it was his low centre.
That's the thing though. Hazard doesn't need to have good game. Like he doesn't need to score to have a good game. Whereas Salah, I think he does need to score to have a good game.
But that's what Salah's become. But yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. But I still think what
Like, if he
Salah's
doesn't score, he
done-
doesn't add anything. Whereas Hazard,
He does. He does. It's very. People forget how many assists Salah has as well, and he actually does create a lot of chances. People see him as selfish because he is a lot of the time, but he does create chances as well. He's more creative than Mane is
what, this season or
in general. He's got a lot of assists, more than you think. Put it this way: Liverpool, Bayern Munich in the Champions League 2 seasons ago. That ball from Salah with the outside of his left boot for Mane to head in, it shows how good he is with the football. Like, and against Watford, putting people on their arse, stuff like that. He doesn't do that as much anymore, but he.
assists this season, I think, hasn't he, or something like that.
Pardon?
How many assists did he got? Like 4.
Well, I'm not talking about this season. I'm talking about in general.
Wow. Okay.
4's not too bad though, considering he's
Actually, to be
carrying
fair,
them
what
for
he's dealing
goals.
with.
Yeah, and what he's dealing with. Can I throw forward who I think is the most technically the best, most naturally gifted player
Who's that?
the Prem scene? I'm going to say Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah, I agree.
That was a fluke.
What?
No, what?
Whoa!
Matthew Wiley, I think that's another title right there. The Bergkamp.
You're
fluke.
telling
Also
me
fluke.
that Bergkamp Newcastle goal was a fluke?
Yeah.
But he did it against Leicester as well a few years earlier, pretty much.
Just a very lucky
How
guy.
can it be a fluke? I think what lets Bergkamp down is the fact that you had a fear of flying, so wouldn't really do European days.
Yeah,
And he played with Henry.
that's
Like, he was in Henry's
the
shadow.
best footballing nicknames, and that one is straight at the top. The non-playing Dutchman. That
What about
is.
Van Persie?
Well, Van Persie. Can I throw a left field one out?
Who's
Or
that?
2 left field ones.
Not Son.
First one, very left field. Jermaine Defoe. Always under the radar. Consistent. No, I'm serious. Always under the radar. Always consistent. Just doing his job.
The reason he sat on the
and
bench though
played
most of the
all for
time.
England. And
Yeah,
second
but
one,
you're putting him in your top
that.
10 Premier League attackers of all time.
If
Yeah,
Defoe
no,
played
not
Crouch,
10.
he's got
No,
to be
not 10.
there.
I think I would put Fernando
Yeah.
Torres up there if it wasn't for
Vardy.
what happened at Chelsea.
Yeah, no, that's it. Well, I think that's
Because
it.
of what happened at Chelsea.
What about Van Persie?
Oh yeah, Van Persie.
There's a good shout for Van Persie, but I think you're naming
That's
the
your-
wrong
Van
Dutch
Nistelrooy.
Man U striker. Yeah, I'd say Van
What
Persie.
about
From what I've seen?
Mike,
obviously,
what
I've
about
seen
young
it.
Michael Owen?
I've
Are
just
you're
checked.
not letting me have Jamie Vardy?
Oh,
Oh, I
Jamie
didn't
Vardy.
hear. We didn't hear
sorry.
you.
No, I
Shut
didn't
up.
hear. No.
But no, I don't think Jamie Vardy.
No.
I will fight for Jamie Vardy till my last breath.
Well, I wonder why.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why.
Is he
You
played
can have
for
Halifax as
Town.
best striker, but that's it.
I put
It's not Halifax's best striker. Yeah.
He's top
It's both field.
15, probably.
yeah, I think Robbie Fowler.
Andy Cole.
I've just seen a
Right,
shout
you're-
online for Ian Rice.
Oh, Teddy Sheringham.
Franco Zola.
Ooh.
Solskjaer. We just throw names out now.
We've got there's so many, but
Oh no, we can't have
Benteke.
Solskjaer.
Bobby Firmino.
No.
Benteke.
In all seriousness,
Oh, wait,
can I
no,
hit?
no, no.
Can I
Falcao.
hit?
Falcao.
Listen, you're all making jokes. Listen, I'm not missing about here. I'm saying Keenan Davies. Did you see?
Wait,
that cameo off the bench?
wait.
Did you see it?
What
Hey,
have you been saying
Lewis,
about?
do you want to know
you
where
don't
he came
deserve-
from?
You don't
Sorry?
deserve to be
You want to know
given.
where Keenan Davis came from?
No.
Stevenage.
Did it?
Yeah.
You don't deserve.
You can have
to
him
be-
back. I know what Harry's going to say. Harry, listen, mate, I'll interrupt you. I'm just going to say, if someone bids 50k for him tomorrow, I'm taking that money and I'm running. He's not good enough. But for the sake of this debate, I think he just fit in there, despite my
Yeah.
thoughts on him.
Who's
was good.
gonna, if you don't have Grealish at the weekend though, who's starting?
Trez the guy. What the
Trez.
cameo he had, man. That's my man. Although
You actually rate him?
no, he's not good enough as well.
No,
Top
I didn't.
he's in our top 10 Premier League attackers of all time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like
Does
that.
he go?
Good shout. I think
Then
it's got to be
Dempsey?
Clint.
Romelu Lukaku.
Seattle Sounders.
Jesus Christ, Romelu Lukaku.
Obafemi Martins.
Timo Verna.
Dear. Who's number one?
Aguero
Henry.
should
Henry.
Aguero should be in the top 10, maybe top 5 actually. For that Aguero
Top
moment
four.
alone.
I'm saying top 4.
But now
fourth.
he's leaving City now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sad
no,
time.
I mean, it's safe to say a trophy outside, well, not a trophy, a statue outside the Etihad is deserved. They've already announced that they're making one for him. We've just
No, Torre's got to be in that statue, by the way.
Polo.
Yeah, and Curly. Get both of them.
Not Colo.
Colo.
Well, they're already building a statue of Company and David Silva, and I think what the plan is, they're going to put them all in the same statue, like because they were City's holy trinity, the Three Musketeers. So
There's 4 of them.
No, I'm not. No, Yaya haven't got one planned. They couldn't even get
Graceful.
one.
How are they not giving one to Yaya?
That birthday cake
Mate,
from
they
his
can't
legacy.
even get him a birthday
Okay,
cake.
yeah.
You want him cast in bronze? That ain't gonna happen.
Why not? I just feel that's so disrespectful.
I think a load of City fans are going to argue that he should get a statue. But right now, the ones that are set in stone, set to be cast in bronze, is that trio of Serge, Company, and David Silva.
I believe Keenan Davis deserves a statue outside of Villa Park.
Mate, that's what we like to hear. I couldn't agree more. No, but I just want to put a little argument forward to you. I think Sergio Aguero should have a statue on his own. I know it's a small thing to nitpick.
Well, he is the greatest scorer of all time in Manchester City's history.
Greatest foreign goal scorer.
Won them the title,
Yeah.
the first ever Premier League title, and what he's done for the club since then. I kind of find it a bit disrespectful the way he's been treated in the last year, in a way.
He's just been injured, hasn't he? Like
He's been injured, but I feel like even when he's come back, they've just left him on the bench. And my policy, I always talk about it. If somebody's fit enough to be on the bench, they're fit enough to be playing football. So I just feel like maybe he's been a bit, maybe not mistreated.
To be fair,
that's
they
probably the wrong word, but like
they are chasing a quadruple. I think
the way he's gone out though is kind of sad for what he's done, for what happened.
But you know,
he could still stay.
Though?
He could still stay. To be fair,
he can't. He's just announced he's leaving.
No, he could go to. He could stay in the Prem though.
Yeah, go to Chelsea. It looks like maybe.
I'll ask you that question in the minute, but I was just gonna. I think it's a great testament the fact that he's had so many injuries.
Yeah,
he is an injury-prone player, and
he's done what he's done.
And he's got older, isn't it?
Yeah, but
like he still scored 20 plus every season, and he missed like 10 games. A lot of them.
Oh, mate, there was one season where he got like 21 goals in 25 games. I can't remember if that was Prem or maybe at Atletico. But
did he ever? He won one Golden Boot, didn't he? But he's never won a season. He's never won a Premier League, a PFA Player of the Season somehow.
I don't think he's ever got team of the season either, has he?
I think he was squeezed in 1 year a couple of years ago. I do think he was.
Chuck him in this season.
I can see his one FIFA card in my head from where he made the team of the season. But as Nathan sort of said there, he can carry on that legacy. He's been linked to it. Well, he said himself that he wants to stay in the Prem. Do you think he will?
Really?
Yeah. No, he said himself he wants to stay in the Prem. At least.
Surely City won't let him. Surely his loyalty to City can't.
Nah, City don't have in control where he wants to go.
Let's have a free-for-all. Each of you sort of stay where you think he's going
to go. I just think that what he's done for City, being a City legend and everything, surely, well, I don't think any of the big sides in the Premier League need him, really, where he is right now. I think with his injury record, his age, I just can't see a Premier League team other than someone like Arsenal going for him.
You know what I can see happening?
What?
Harry Kane leaving Tottenham and Daniel Levy being the stingy man he is, getting Aguero on a free.
But I just think surely Aguero wants to leave the Premier League. I don't understand why he wants to stay because he's won the Premier League four times now. So he doesn't need to win the Premier League again. Surely he'll want to go somewhere that will be challenging for Champions League.
I think he should go to Barca.
I'm very sure he did say that he wants to stay in the Premier League, but no, I think wages is going to be the big issue. And you said that you could see a move to Arsenal. Arsenal are stupid enough.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They're
West Ham or something like that.
300k.
If you look at how
West Ham all over it.
I want to talk about West Ham in a bit, but if you look at how Arsenal have done it with David Luiz, with Willian, those types of players, and Czech, they love it. They absolutely love a free old
Chelsea transfer,
former Premier League legend. They love it.
Well, we're not saying Willian.
Willian and Luiz are not Premier League legends. That's not what I mean.
No. What they're trying to do there is they're trying to build like the best team of all the Premier League players from like 2014, aren't they?
Yeah, basically.
Like that sort of era. They're just trying to build PL 2014.
But quickly
Leighton
about
Baines, get Leighton Baines in.
Leighton Baines.
Leighton
Wow.
Baines.
Wigan's
Go on
here.
then. What were we going to say, Harry?
I was going to say quickly, we could end on West Ham because they have shocked me, and we spoke about it a bit in my own YouTube video. But they've just creeped up. They've creeped up. And Jesse Lingard, the way he's playing, could he be on that plane?
Definitely.
If he
His performance
carries
against
on,
Wolves certifies him
If
on
he
this plane.
carries on, he needs to be one of the first names on the team sheet. And I'm not even joking.
Look, when Matt Wiley's doing stuff like that, you've got to get him.
yeah. But like the one thing I would say about the Wolves goal, right? I'm not disrespecting it because it was a great goal, but he didn't have to dribble around anyone. I mean, he basically just had to run through the space. It was open.
I'm more impressed with the Berber spin, to be
Yeah.
honest.
It wasn't like Adama Traore's where he dribbled round everyone and got past a load of.
That's the thing with Adama Traore, he can literally just dribble through players. Like he can just.
But Lingard's was more of a Antonio's run that took it away, and the defending from Wolves was just woeful. So it was a brilliant goal, brilliant finish, and he deserves the plaudits, but it wasn't unreal. Like.
You could say that about a lot of Messi's goals, though, where he's dribbled through the team.
I'm sorry.
They are.
I'm sorry to compare
no,
Lingard
What?
to Messi.
I know what you're going to
disgusting.
say.
Lingard
No.
is clear.
I know what you're going to say. I'm not comparing Lingard's goal to Messi's, to some of the goals. Is that what you were shocked
Lingard's
about?
name.
I'm saying.
I was just shocked that you said a lot of Messi's goals. He does dribble around a lot of players. He might make it look easy, but Lingard didn't have to dribble. He just literally had to run, like just run with the ball.
Yeah, no, but you could say that a lot in a lot of Messi's goals that the defenders are like plastic and they do stand off.
Let's face it, the defenders were scared.
Do you know what I
Lingard?
think?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is the thing is, we joked about Lingard months ago, and he's actually become brilliant. Like I can't even.
I saw the potential.
The way he's playing is admirable.
It's actually enjoyable to watch. Like when I watch him, it's actually fun to watch.
Well, yeah, I think so. And the way he's like with what he's been through in the last year and being frozen out at United,
It looks like he's been released. Like
he looks like he's enjoying himself.
And it's fair play to him. Like a year out, and he's still like he can run through a whole team or whatever he did.
And I thought when Villa, probably those two goals could have been dealt with a lot better, the ones he first got off the mark with. But since then, Jesse Lingard's just been brilliant. And I think it's a credit to him, but he shouldn't go back to United. If he's listening, which he won't be, but surely he has to stay at West Ham or a club like that because he can't go back to United when they've got Fernandes and Van der Beek. Like, he's never going to get back in that team.
Game.
He won't get a game. It'll just be like what it was before.
No.
West Ham, I think West Ham are going to have a very proactive summer. They've already signed Craig Dawson permanently from Watford.
That's mad as well.
How has he become so good?
Mate, England.
David Moyes is working wonders. David
Irish.
Moyes should be England manager.
Could you imagine? No, but I think they should try and wrap up the Lingard deal as soon as possible.
I don't think he will. It will just be whether Lingard wants to leave because he loves Manchester United.
And how much Man U will charge for him after this season. Like, this has been perfect for Man U.
Yeah, like they might charge them like 50.
Like they didn't want a buy-on clause, whatever it is, just for this if in case this happened, so they can charge 30 mil now, or whatever it is.
But it was the fact that even when Mikel Antonio went off, Jesse Lingard, that run, Wolves, the way they defended it, crowding him, he didn't have to actually do loads because the Wolves players were going through treacle. But like, it's just the explosiveness, and he's actually a lot quicker than I thought.
He's rapid.
How much do you think he's valued at?
25 mil, I'd say.
25.
If he carries on until the end of the season,
Yeah,
25 mil.
I think that's fair. Quick
I
time,
think United will be stupid and ask for like 50 mil though.
Oh, yeah. No, that's
They'll try
all over.
send him to Dortmund for Haaland or something.
I think quickly before we end off, we should say that KDB signed Kevin De Bruyne signed a contract extension until 2025. That means we're going to have seen KDB in the Prem for a decade, literally It would mean that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because he was
You
in
combine his Chelsea days and so
Not.
he's greatest Premier League playmaker of all time, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree. I don't think even him and Ozil is a debate. Like, I know a lot of Arsenal or people are trying to push it, and Ozil
I think
was
peak
brilliant.
Ozil, like, even though he wasn't at peak, like, he wasn't a long peak, his peak was incredible. Ozil.
Oh, no, yeah, don't get me wrong. Ozil was a brilliant player, and I'm not disrespecting what he did and some of the moments he is. And some of the things he did were just incredible. What?
Are we saying he's going to be better than David Silva? Is for playmaking?
De Bruyne?
Or like Cesc Fabregas?
Yeah.
He already is.
He is.
Wow.
Although interestingly, I think I'd say I would rather have Prime Ozil in my team than Prime KDB. But
I think Ozil's more enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, more enjoyable.
Like, I like watching KDB, but like, it's a bit like.
I just think Ozil's been marred by the last few years. I can't look past a lot of what's happened.
It's been playing an absolute drag.
Definitely, yeah, and I also think it's very fair to say that you know, regardless of what's happened in the last few years, KDB has just always performed a bit better than Ozil.
I just don't think KDB that will happen. I just don't think that will happen to KDB. And I just think,
like,
I think Ozil was brilliant for Arsenal, but after about 2016, 17, it wasn't.
He only had a few good seasons in 5 years.
He was on like 18 assists in January, and then Giroud just turned into an absolute.
He went on 11 games.
11 games. And ever since then, he's just not recovered. He was like, "Why am I here?"
Am I correct in saying that KDB could break the assist record this season? Doesn't Henry hold?
I don't think
it's 20. It's Henry. Didn't he break it last season?
I think he got 20 last season. I don't think he's.
20, did he not get? Did he get level with Henry, or did he get 21?
I think he got level.
So he needs to be 20.
He's got 11 this season.
He's on course to do it.
He's got 11 this season.
Yeah, but Kane's on course to do it.
Yeah, Kane's more on course than he is.
Kane's more than him.
I thought we had to mention KDB though, because obviously he's phenomenal, and that means more years of watching.
I don't think it's been one of KDB's best seasons though.
He's been out injured quite a bit. Like, we talk about Liverpool's injuries. Man City have had like no striker for most of it, and KDB out.
And do you know what's incredible as well? We all thought that Man City were having like one of the worst seasons that they've had in ages at the beginning. Do you remember when they couldn't win a game to save their life? Who did they lose to again? They lost to a few.
They lost to Leicester. They drew to Leeds.
That's it. They
Liverpool
lost 5-2 to Leicester.
Did what?
Did Liverpool beat them?
No, we drew 1-1.
But they had a poor start to the season, which is why, and then they've really picked it up in there. But
I think City have been great, and I'm not disrespecting them, but I do think how bad the other teams have been has made them look a lot better.
Who do you think? Do you think Aguero should? Who do you think they should? Do you think they should replace Aguero? Like, I know Pep said they didn't, but like, who do you think they should do it with?
I think Sergio Aguero should be replaced by Erling Haaland, but I'm not sure it will happen. Mainly because I just don't think Erling will come to the Premier League, and Dortmund won't exactly let him go easy. So I'm not sure. And Guardiola doesn't seem.
Well, it looks like they're getting out of the. It looks like they're not getting Champions League this year unless they win it. So.
Dortmund, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he could go to Spain though.
Yeah, I don't think they have any money. So
He did. He had 3 different meetings literally in one day with Valencia, Real Madrid, and Barca.
Valencia.
Was that an April Fool's, Valencia?
Probably. Probably. I would absolutely love it if he came to Liverpool, but I just don't see it happening. But with City, I just think it depends on their money situation. Other than Haaland, though, I don't know what other strikers.
I wrote a piece on my blog. I don't actually know if I published it, but I put 4 people. I can't remember where they were. Andre Silva was one.
Right.
Do you not think he's having an amazing season? But
nah, like, I think he had a good season last season as well. I just think he got unlucky.
Players like that, I just have a bad feeling about.
Same, like with Luka Jovic and what happened at Madrid. Like, players
he also got screwed over. Like, I know the Bundesliga is quite tame compared to the other ones. What's going on with that?
Oh dear. No.
Yeah, but the other one was what's his name?
Right, I really wanted
Martinez.
Oh yeah. Oh,
stocky Argentina.
I think if Lukaku went to City, he'd do a Good job.
I was going to throw two names out there.
I just wanted him to go to Chelsea, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
no, I
love
think
Lukaku.
Lukaku's a weird one because I feel like there's been a few flirting rumours with City and Lukaku.
Surely he can't go.
I just think it works.
I think it
really
works
see
as well.
it. Can you envision it? I can see him in the City shirt, mate.
I can't see him because of United, but I think it would. He'd do very well.
He is like the most underrated striker.
Oh, mate, the amount of abuse that bloke gets for his touch when he's absolutely banging him in, and he's absolutely brilliant.
Just watch some of his goals. Like, he gets it on the halfway line and like dribbles past a couple players and absolutely blasts it past.
We talked about Salah being disrespected. Lukaku's disrespect is ridiculous.
He's the most disrespected player in the world, besides maybe Benzema.
I would argue, in fact, for both of them, I'd argue that his stock and his reputation it's gone up in the last 2 years. And
rightfully so.
Yeah, rightfully so, because he's been incredible, and I think people have appreciated that. And I think his social media is incredible. The way he interacts with fans, and he comes out with some clangers, like some real funny stuff, man. And I think
he's always pushing football as well. So he tweeted about Declan Rice the other day.
Yeah, mate. He's like, yes, bro, well done. And no, I think it's quite it. I think Benzema's getting the respect as well.
Do you want to hear a joke my dad said the other day? Right, this can be clipped. My dad it came out that Declan Rice has got injured and his knee and everything, and then it's like he might not be making the Euros. He might not be making the Euros and everything. And my dad goes, "Who's going to replace him? Pasta?"
Oh, such a.
It's shocking. I'm sorry. I probably did it, but it didn't. But I do quickly want to apologise to the crowd, to the fans, to everybody that has made this point. The Matt's predictions are not starting this week because unfortunately,
I'll do them for Matt.
Matt's technical.
Can I do them for what I think Matt would say?
Matt's technical difficulties have led to the fact that we can't get him to speak right now. At this point in the podcast, but okay, Nathan,
I'll do what I think.
It's your time to shine. You got to do it in the way Matt does it. You know, you got to really go. It's going to be easy. You know, it's comfortable. It's that type of thing. That's the real aura Matt gives. You know that it's simple. It's easy.
I don't quite have the jawline, I'd say. So
yeah, neither do I. Look, I've shaved my beard off and I look like a thumb. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. But yeah, come on, Ed. Nathan's predictions.
Nathan, can I ask you to do your predictions with an impression, please?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the impression?
Yorkshire impression. Do Matt's impression.
This could be worse than your dance, Harry. I don't know what I was going to ask Matt to speak. How
okay, Liverpool versus Aston Villa. What's your prediction?
7-0 Liverpool.
We'll
give Keenan Davis a go. It's
so funny because you can see in the bottom right-hand corner that Matt's howling, but it's in slow motion, so it's really funny.
I've just realised that obviously you're pretending to be Matt, so now we're going to win.
Oh wait, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh no!
Run it back.
Yeah, but he normally goes. He does it.
No Keenan Davis goal then.
If Lewis went, Matt, do you think Liverpool win? It's going to be easy, you know. All I can see is a Liverpool win.
Absolutely.
All easy. No doubt. My confidence in Liverpool is that they will win.
Matt's very disappointed.
But next week we will have Matt's prediction section.
Yeah, well, that's
make it a little clip. We're going to make a little theme tune.
I'll say one other prediction, which isn't Matt's prediction, because this is actually going to come right. Chelsea are going to win the Champions League. Timo Verna going to have his Drogba moment.
I hope you get knocked out now. Do
you know what? That's disgraceful. I think it might be PSG's year. You know, honestly,
they were so unlucky.
Bayern will beat them in the second leg. Bayern will beat them in the second leg.
Almost been a masterclass inbound.
I just hope Real Madrid don't win it. I don't like Real. I don't like the fans.
Well, hopefully we can come back.
I'd rather face Real Madrid than Liverpool in the semi-finals.
Yeah, bet you would.
Yeah.
I think it'd be quite good actually.
I think if City get through and they're playing PSG in the semis, City will win it. The whole
I think
thing.
if it's the Liverpool Chelsea semi-final, Matt has to come down to uni so we can watch it.
Yeah. But it's
We
not
will
going to
Let's
do-
get down here as well.
Now we've
will
said that,
watch
Real
our
Madrid
match.
will carry on and win anyway, and then Porto will come out with a masterclass and beat you 4-0.
Man,
Or
that'd
one.
be good. Right,
Yeah.
I think
Get a goal.
that's a good place to leave it for this week. Before we do disappear, I've just seen the signal. Mr. Bamforth would like to send a little message.
I've given them a shout out before in previous episodes, and they've just released a new tee. So it's NNEE, stands for nothing, normal, everything extra. You can say any. And it's sustainable street wear for the aware. Brilliant brand. Is my mate Fraser. And the quality of his tees are just getting better and better. And I think he's going for a very D&B ravey type thing and skater type vibe, so which is maybe why I like it so much. But no, it's great for the environment. He's doing it in the right way, and the clothes are really cool. So I think it's definitely go cop your tees. I've got some cool jumpers as well. I pretty much bought every item of clothing that he's released, basically. So yeah, go to the website ned.com and I'll put it all in the description as well.
It does look like quite a cool t-shirt.
Brilliant stuff. Exactly, it is
It
cool.
does look quite cool. I like the a bigger fit than like a tight one. It looks quite loose. I like that.
Yeah, I you know that I wear big clothes, don't you, Nathan?
Yeah, is that how it's like, or is it? Can you get?
It's what it's like anyway.
Yeah, I quite like
I know
that.
he's trying to his t-shirts up and coming ones. He wants them to be larger and larger, but it's really hard with like sustainability.
Yeah.
Because there's not many options out there. Because if you wanted to do fast, normal clothing, then you could get loads and loads of t-shirts anywhere. You could get hundreds and thousands. But when you're trying to go sustainable and do it the right way, it's a lot tougher to get the clothing. So yeah.
I like the color. It looks a bit like off color, which I like as well on the t-shirt.
Yeah, it's
bold.
I can't remember.
But faded. I like it.
Yeah, it's a type of grey, but I can't actually remember. You'll have to go on the Instagram and the website to find out.
And
there's still some in stock. There are still some in stock.
Use code
character for 5% off at checkout.
He designed this himself, so
it's quite cool.
It is cool. It's very hallucinogenic.
Play.
But yeah, other than that, that's my little shout out done.
There you go. As Terry said, check out the links in the description. I'm sure they'll be
in the description.
Thank you for watching this week. Obviously, if you've got up to this point, please do share. So
what is wrong with you?
Viewers, more interaction. I'm sure there's loads of you at this point. But no, thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.